Imagine flying your whole family to Morocco for less than the price of a domestic flight. We did it, round-trip tickets for just $187 each. Yes, really. It sounds impossible, but we're about to show you exactly how. From the moment we stepped out of the Marrakech airport, we knew this trip was going to be special. We spent 9 incredible days exploring this country, and we tracked every single dollar. So, if you've ever dreamed of seeing the Sahara Desert or wandering the blue streets of Chefchaouen without breaking the bank, stay tuned. We're spilling all our secrets. So, how did we score flights to Morocco for only $187 a person? It wasn't just luck, it was a specific strategy. First, we didn't fly from our home airport. The secret is to look for budget airline hubs in Europe. We found the cheapest fares departing from cities like Madrid, Barcelona, and Porto. We chose Madrid. Next, timing is everything. We flew during the shoulder season between November and March. The weather is beautiful and the prices are way lower. We used a combination of Ryanair to get to Madrid and then a separate Royal Air Maroc flight to Marrakech. This is where the magic happens. Sometimes booking separate one-way tickets on different airlines is cheaper than a single round-trip ticket. We even used a hidden city trick for one leg, which we explain in more detail on our blog. The flight from our home to Madrid? Just €19 each. So the grand total for all three of us round-trip was $561. It takes a little extra planning, but the savings are massive. Alright, let us get into the nitty-gritty. The full dollar-by-dollar breakdown for our 9-day Moroccan adventure for a family of 3. Our total trip cost came to $2,947. That breaks down to about $327 per day for all of us. As you know, the flights were $561. For accommodation, we spent a total of $890 over 9 nights. This included staying in beautiful traditional riads and even a luxury desert camp. Food was surprisingly affordable. We ate so much incredible tagine, explored local markets for fresh snacks, and yes, we had a few pizza nights for our son. That all came to $418. Transportation within Morocco, including trains between cities and a private 4x4 for our desert tour, cost us $376. Finally, our activities budget was $702. This was our biggest splurge, covering unforgettable experiences like the Sahara camel trek, a hot air balloon ride over Marrakech, and exploring the blue city of Chefchaouen. We re-showing you our actual receipts because we want you to see that a trip like this is totally doable on a realistic budget. Our journey began in the vibrant chaos of the Marrakech Medina. The sounds, the smells, the colors, it's an assault on the senses in the best way possible. We got lost in the labyrinths of alleyways, dodged motorbikes, and haggled for treasures in the souk. That first night, we had our very first authentic Moroccan tagine. The steam rising as the lid was lifted, the aroma of spices. It was the perfect start. From Marrakech, we drove towards the vast Sahara, crossing the winding roads of the stunning Atlas Mountains. The landscape changed dramatically from bustling city to rugged, epic peaks. Our stop at Ben Haddou felt like stepping onto a movie set. This ancient fortified village, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was just breathtaking, especially with the morning light hitting the Kasbahs. Then, the moment we'd all been waiting for, the Sahara Desert. Arriving at our desert camp was surreal. The silence, the scale of the dunes, is hard to describe. We rode camels out to watch the sunset, and the colors were just out of this world. My favorite moment was when our son first saw the massive dunes. He turned to me with wide eyes and said, "Dad, it looks like snow." Seeing the desert through his eyes was pure magic. We spent the night under a blanket of stars, clearer and brighter than any I've ever seen. After the desert, we headed north to the famous blue city Chefchaouen. And let me tell you, it lives up to the hype. Every corner you turn is another perfect photo opportunity, with shades of blue everywhere. We arrived just in time for golden hour, and the way the warm sunlight hit the cool blue walls was absolutely magical. It felt like walking through a dream. We spent 2 days just wandering, sipping mint tea, and soaking in the relaxed atmosphere. Our second to last stop was the coastal town of Essaouira. The vibe here was completely different, a laid-back breezy port city. We walked along the old city walls, watched the fishermen bring in their daily catch, and even saw the famous tree-climbing goats on our way into town. We also visited a local argan oil cooperative, where we saw how this liquid gold is made by hand. It was a great way to support the local community directly. For our final morning in Morocco, we did something truly special, a hot air balloon ride at sunrise over the plains of Marrakech. Waking up before dawn was totally worth it. Floating silently above the ground as the sun came up, with the Atlas Mountains in the distance, was an emotional and unforgettable way to end our incredible 9-day journey. It was the perfect farewell to a country that had completely captured our hearts. Now, traveling to Morocco with a child can seem daunting, so we want to share our top 8 hacks that made our trip smooth and stress-free. First, we found an amazing riad for just $9 a night that honestly felt like a $300 hotel. It's all about looking at smaller, family-run places just outside the main tourist square. Second, we avoided any stomach issues, and the trick was simple. Only drink bottled water and eat at busy restaurants where the food turnover is high. Third, our kid-approved snack list was a lifesaver. We packed familiar snacks from home and supplemented them with local treats like dates and nuts, which kept meltdowns at bay. Fourth, let's talk transport. We did the math, and for a family, hiring a private driver for long distances was often cheaper and way more comfortable than cramming into a shared grand taxi. Fifth, a huge money saver. Kids under a certain age often get into historical sites and attractions for free. Always ask. Sixth, when booking a desert camp, find one that is all-inclusive. Ours included the camel ride, dinner, breakfast, and entertainment, which saved us from any surprise costs. Seventh, download a good translation app. The one we used could even translate Berber menus using our phone's camera, which was a game changer in rural areas. And finally, we created a handy PDF guide for navigating food allergies and finding halal options. You can download it for free using the link in the description. As our trip came to an end, there was one moment that will stay with me forever. It was our last evening in the Sahara. The sun was setting, painting the sky in fiery shades of orange and pink. I watched my son, a tiny figure against the vastness of the dunes, running with pure joy, his laughter echoing in the quiet desert air. I chased after him, and as I caught him, we shared a hug, silhouetted against that incredible sky. In that moment, I wasn't a content creator or a travel planner. I was just a dad, overwhelmed with gratitude for this wild, beautiful life and for sharing this world with my family. These are the moments that matter. These are the memories that last a lifetime. Thanks so much for watching our Moroccan adventure. We hope it inspired you to see that epic family travel doesn't have to be expensive. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Next week, we're taking you to Japan for the peak of the cherry blossom season. You won't want to miss it, so hit that notification bell. See you then.